Do you know what event led to the unification of Germany and the downfall of the French Empire? It was the Franco-Prussian War, a conflict that lasted less than a year but changed the course of European history forever. In this video, we'll explore the causes and consequences of this scrimmage and how this war turned the balance of power in Europe on its head. So buckle up and let's go back in time to the 19th century to learn more about this pivotal moment in history.
This story begins with the Queen of Spain, Isabella II, being ousted from the Spanish throne by the military. The Spanish military wanted to replace her with a foreign monarch, so they went to Prussia for help. They wanted Leopold of Hohenzollern to become the King of Spain. Leopold was reluctant, but he was persuaded to become the King of Spain by Otto von Bismarck, the Chancellor of Prussia at the time. So in 1870, Leopold became the King of Spain. Oh, what's this? Napoleon III of France doesn't want Leopold to become the King of Spain? Oh, okay. Because of the alliance created between them? Oh, okay, got it. Anyway, Napoleon III of France didn't like the idea of the Spanish-Prussian alliance, sandwiching France between two possible enemies. So like the French would do, Napoleon III sent a diplomat, who was the ambassador to Prussia, a demand that he would deny him having the Spanish throne. This demand was obviously denied, and a telegram given to the news press made it sound like Prussia was insulting France by denying his demands. The French would start mobilizing troops to get ready for war, and on the 19th of July, 1870, Emperor Napoleon III of France declared war on Prussia. The French were initially going to be on the offensive, but the rapid mobilization of Prussian troops and the fact that southern German states have joined with Prussia in the wake of the war meant that French troops found themselves retreating. They at first just lost the Battle of Wissembourg. No big deal, right? Wrong. This paved the way for German troops to keep winning battle after battle, with the brilliant Prussian general Helmuth von Moltke. Don't forget to mention that the superior Prussian Drace needle-fire rifles they used. These factors, combined with the Prussians utilizing railways to bring their troops to the front line, meant that they could supply the front lines much quicker than the French.
The Prussians would hit harder and harder into French territory until they went face to face in the Battle of Sedan. This city would be the deciding factor in who was going to win the war. The French fought valiantly, but were no match for the Prussian forces who surrounded the city quickly, and soon after, France surrendered. The word of the French surrender angered the population, who in turn started a revolution, like they always do. This revolution, once again, overthrew the monarchy and replaced it with the republic. After this revolution occurred, the French decided that they would keep the war going against the Prussians. Just one problem: their military was non-existent. The Prussians took advantage of this and soon took the fortress of Metz in Strasbourg, and soon laid siege to Paris. After a while of starving the population of Paris, France sent a diplomat to Prussia once more, but this time it was to negotiate a peace treaty. The French, once again, have surrendered, not to the Prussians, but to the newly formed German Empire, as Prussia and the southern German states have united. After this surrender, the people of Paris proclaimed the Paris Commune, a communist state that they would... Oh, never mind. It was crushed. Anyway, in May of 1871, France signed the Treaty of Frankfurt, where Germans would still survey and occupy a chunk of the French territory until the French could pay off war reparations. The French would then have to recognize the fabrication of the German Empire and its annexation of Alsace-Lorraine. This war was detrimental to the French, but glorious for the Germans. as they had united into a single nation after hundreds of years of being divided and conquered. This would shift the balance of power greatly toward the favor of Germany and their allies, whilst unintentionally creating a powder keg in Europe ready to explode.